1979 Chevrolet k10. This originally had the 400 cubic inch small block. I recently replaced that with a Blueprint 400 small block. The original engine was 185 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque. The Blueprint is 508 horsepower and 470 foot-pounds of torque. It still has the 3-speed automatic, the turbo 350, and gear ratio is 373. And it has the NP203 transfer case, or 208. It's the full-time chain-driven transfer case, but I did convert it to part-time, so it's 2-wheel drive now, and I have to lock the hubs if I want 4-wheel drive. And these are pretty much a 33-inch tire, 285 75 R16. Redid all the steering. It's got a new steering box, all new steering linkage, pitman arm, and then recently put on Bilstein 5100 shocks. And it originally had Ranchos. The Bilsteins are a little firmer than the Ranchos. I also put all new springs on. This is a 2 to 3 inch lift. Rear is 3 inch because I added that lift block. So the spring was a 2 inch lift and then another inch with the lift block. And the front is just a 2.5 inch spring lift. The original springs were a negative arch in the front, so now it's, I guess, pretty flat instead of a negative arch. Transmission is all stock. I think somebody put a shift kit in it before I bought it, but I put a deeper aluminum pan on it and a transmission external cooler in the front. And then the tonneau cover it's off my 2018 Sierra, which it fits this bed pretty good. All right, well, take a look under the hood here. So just K10 air filter with a pre-filter on it. And then the carburetor is a Edelbrock 1406. It's hard to see under there. And then a 1-inch spacer. And then I have the Edelbrock RPM intake. This engine bolted right in for replacing the original small block. Although the headers from my original small block, we did have to massage that tube a little bit, or else it was touching the spark plug boot. Only other thing with the new engine is, I guess I can get different headers, but the oil filter is really close to get out. Oh, there it is. It's like almost touching the header, but I think I can, should be able to get it out of there. But yeah, engine runs great. We are at 6,900 feet elevation, so take a second off this 0 to 60 if you were at least a second off if you were at sea level or near sea level. The air conditioning does work. I'd replaced all the evaporator lines, all new O-rings. The condenser is original. I think I could go to a different condenser in the front and eliminate this crossover hose, which the first time I had it charged, this hose actually overpressurized and had a leak because the orifice tube was clogged with gunk. All right, we'll go for a short drive here. So I have the other phone, because the speedometer isn't, I corrected it for these tires, but it's a little bouncy, and if anything, it might be a little fast. We'll see. The exhaust is a true dual exhaust with dynomax super turbo mufflers, and I just added some resonators from Vibrant 1141 resonators. So inside it's pretty quiet. And we got power windows. The original engine still runs. I still have it. It probably could have used, like, you know, the heads refreshened and rings, but it still ran, just a little bit of smoke on startup. And then I added the vacuum gauge and transmission temp. And then now, with converting it to full-time to part-time, I have a, you know, a two-wheel low if I leave the hubs unlocked and go to low. But then low lock is your for low. All right, let's see if we can go for a quick 0 to 60. I did put a different torque converter in. It's a TCI torque converter. It feels like it kicks in around 2,000, 2,200 RPM, so it's definitely got more stall than the factory torque converter, which probably kicked in around 1,200, 1,400 RPM. So I think it's shifting a little early. It still has the stock shift points. This engine red line is 6,800 RPM, or maybe it's 62, I'll have to look, but much higher than the original. But the exhaust is definitely quieter. You know, quiet at cruise, but you can still hear it when you downshift. This engine still, it produces a good amount of vacuum, even for being a, you know, high performance engine. So my vacuum brakes work fine. Up the rear window here. But even with the rear window open, you know, still pretty quiet at cruising. I think I hear more tire noise than anything. Speedometer is pretty close. It's hard to get both on camera. It's a couple miles an hour fast, maybe 2 or 3. right, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.